Okay, we're back, and Mark has completed another project, and I want to show you one of our new brands, Tripar. Tripar is just a great resource for store display and just great product to sell. So, Mark, take them through and show them what can be done with Tripar.
Perfect. Like Cliff said, Tripar is great for your store, and it works for any type of store environment, and it'll enhance your store too, because they have table sets, they have easels, they have mirrors, they have jewelry fixtures, they have tripods, they have some cubes, they have, I mean, every element that will work in your store to enhance it. And it's manageable fixtures too that you can also have for retail if you want to sell it, as long as, I mean, and you can use it also for retail. So just, this is Tripar, and Tripar, like I said, is put together by collections of all different, they have looks from golds to blacks to whites and all different elements that'll tie together. Some of the stacking cubes are really popular too, because you can stack that, use that low coming out of tables. And then I'm just gonna show you some fun, different little things. You can think outside of the box too with Tripar, and that's what I always like people to do, is don't limit yourself. Like, let's just say this vessel right here, you kind of look at it and you go, well, it's gold, it might be fancy, it might not fit in my store. It will fit in your store, it'll fit in anyone's store, because like, let's just say you had napkins, and I'm gonna grab some off the table here, I just threw in elements. You could throw in, you know, your assortment of napkins, and then if you sold botanicals in your store, you could do a botanical arrangement behind here. If you sold candles, you could have these full of votives. I mean, so you kind of think outside of the box. When you look at it, you just kind of think, oh, it's a great vessel, I don't know what I do with it. I mean, you could have food items in here as far as they're, you know, boxed in there too. And so you kind of can use it as all different elements. And then like mugs, we have out here too. So mugs, you're looking at the two-tiered one here, and most of it, you kind of think of more hostessy, but I mean, this could be a mug rack, you know, here too, filled with, you know, mugs. And then plate stands, you could even have plates facing around here. You could have, if you sold drink items or jams or jellies or anything too, you could have in here. Slippers could even be put in here. And then also back on some of these trees back here, I mean, the trees become even fun mug racks for the holidays, where you can hang mugs on these trees as well. This is kind of a, you know, a neat thing. Also the A-frames on top of a table, these work great for, you could tell a Christmas story or any type of story. You could have mugs then, and like, let's just say it was, you decided to concentrate on just a theme. And the theme might be floral. So you can have floral mugs, you can have some plates standing up. You can have, if you had clothing with floral up on it, you could fold t-shirts and have them. So it's kind of a multiple use, layer stuff together. We also have the racks where anything on hangers can go that way. Scarves can hang from this. Tunics can hang from these. The arms coming out of both sides, longer. If you have handbags with long handles on it, they can be used for that too. So there's lots of ways to use it. Cliff's bringing me some ornaments here. Thank you, Cliff. And so anything like this can be used on the white tree here, hanging on these metal trees. If you had lots of ornaments that are extras that aren't going to get tangled up by hangers, you could fill these full of ornaments too. These could be filled full of votives. These could be filled full of napkins. I mean, slippers, anything too. So there's a lot of fun ways to use their product. And even on, thank you, Cliff.
See if I can do it without dropping.
No, me too. And then they have lots of stuff for jewelry. They have, you know, everything here from necklaces to bracelet holders in all kinds of different colors. They also have, you know, longer ones here. This one's amazing, and it comes in black and white. All the arms adjust. So you could have necklaces, you can have bracelets, you can have this one down here with, if you had a tunic or a skirt or anything, or tops that you wanted to show. And then on this side, you could have handbags hanging off of it. So there's lots of versatility in here. The other thing that I love that Gretchen has done is these acrylic pieces right here. I'm going to show you. Yeah, Cliff's going to bring me over a piece. These acrylic pieces are great because you can use them as risers stacked on top of each other. You can use them as single ones too. And what's great is when you put like this ginger jar on it or a bowl, it just enhances it, it raises up, it even gives it a different value on it, almost like it lifts the value. And it's just kind of that fun uniqueness. This would be wonderful too, like if you had little jeweled handbags, that one of those sitting on it. A pair of, I don't know if your store carries any type of a shoe, you could have a single shoe sitting on it too. So kind of fun things. You could have this champagne glasses sitting on it. It's kind of a neat way to elevate stuff. So that's a new one that they have. And then even these racks, like I said, that are jewelry, they also work for, I mean, if you had hats or mittens for winter, put them on these. That gives you some height on a table, and then you can have the other ones laying in front of it. So there's all kinds of ways to use them. Don't limit yourself. I mean, use it how it'll work for you and your store, and you'll be amazed on what you can do with some of this product. And then even like oil, we have some oil bottles over here where, thank you, Cliff. Like, you know, of course they could be on a stand here. Also, you know, like I said, using these for risers, and they also have plexi risers as well. But you could do that. If you had anything that dealt with champagne or anything, you could fill this full of fake ice tube. Flipped over, it becomes a table. So then you can have elements in that sticking out. You could also have this filled with ornaments piled up. If you had slippers, slippers could stand up in this. If you had t-shirts or sweatshirts, they could be folded, stacked up in it. So lots of ways to reuse all of Gretchen's stuff. Just think outside the box and have a blast with it. And like I said, I love talking about stuff because I use it all the time. So you'll hear me sometimes talk too much, and you're probably thinking, be quiet, but explore and have fun. And like I said, Cliff just lets me have fun.
Like I said, we're very excited about Tripar. It could be a great resource for your store and just help enhance your store. So that's why we're here to help, and look forward to seeing you at the show.